Babe, did you get my boy ready?
Everything's ready in the car.
We're just waiting for Banks to wake up.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, we are back on the Gold Coast. So me and Banks were on Kauai for a little bit. I went back there because Jack was on a boat trip in the Mentawais for about 2 weeks, and he ended up being gone for almost 3 weeks. It was very hard. I was gonna film, but yeah, kind of doing it, or being almost like a single parent. Not a single parent, but being by yourself with a baby is very hard. I had my parents help a lot, which was really nice, but I only got to surf like a handful of times just because, yeah, it's just hard with timing and his nap time, or his naps and everything. It also ended up flooding over there, which was really crazy. A lot of people lost their houses and a lot of their valuables and everything. Roads are still closed right now, and I think it's gonna take like a few months to get everything back to normal. So yeah, I'm gonna link a little GoFundMe account on in the description. Anything can help when it comes to, you know, people losing their houses and everything, and you know, food and everything. But yeah, we're back on the Gold Coast now, and we're really stoked. I got a little sick on the way back, so excuse my voice, but yeah, we're just gonna show you guys around. I think we're gonna go down the coast today. The weather is so perfect here right now. It's not too hot, not too cold, and yeah, I think we're just gonna go for a surf and see what we get up to. I drink about 3 or 4 of these a day. This is about, is this a gallon, babe?
No, it's 2 liters.
2 liters.
Thank you, princess.
We had to wake up baby boy because we want to go surf. Hi. Hello.
Good morning.
We're going to the beach, buddy. Take 2.
Babe, I'm not a YouTuber. You are.
I'm such a YouTuber.
You're a YouTuber.
Yeah, baby.
Can we get out there, babe?
No, you can go first.
So yeah, do you mean to go let's set everything up?
I might go for a walk with him.
Okay.
While you... It's me and you, little guy, while daddy goes surfs. So Jack just paddled out, and me and Banks are just gonna go for a little beach walk. Yeah, the beach is so beautiful here and no one is around, and then I think I'm gonna surf after. Woohoo! Is actually a shark out in the water. There's a helicopter calling all the surfers in, so I might not be able to surf. Woo. But yeah, there's the helicopter calling all the surfers in, because I guess, do you see it? There's a little helicopter right there. They just sounded all the alarms. I guess there's a shark out there. So there was a shark out there, so that didn't last very long.
No, that didn't. Cut it out. 20 minutes later. Freaking
no one out though.
Helicopters.
Look how pretty it is. Okay, so this is take 2 on the surfing. We had to go home and put Banks to bed after that little, well, we couldn't really surf because there was sharks out. I guess there was 2 big bull sharks, which is kind of sketchy. And then after Banks got super tired, so Jack decided to go home and put him down for a nap while I get to go for a little quick surf. It looks fun, a little bit crowded, but I'm just gonna go get wet. Okay, so let me just make sure it's filming. Oh, it is. Okay. This YouTube stuff is very hard. Anyways, so I wanted to come on here and or answer a few questions that a lot of people have like asked me, or they've DM'd me or messaged me, and they've always asked all these questions, and I never could get back to anyone, or all of them at least, because there's just so many. So I thought I would ask on my Instagram like what you guys want to know about me, or if there's any questions you guys want me to talk about on my YouTube. So yeah, I did that the other day and I got so many questions. Thank you so much for all the amazing like feedback and everything. It's been so cool. I don't know, I really like how I can like actually kind of share part of my life on this like YouTube platform of mine, I guess. So it's been kind of fun. I'm not very good at it. I hope I'm gonna get better, but I sometimes just forget to film, or like I don't know, it's just hard. I just can't think of everything. And by the way, there were so many questions, I kind of had to like narrow them down and just pick 10, because otherwise I would just be talking for hours and that would be not cool. So I just picked 10 and we'll see how we go. Okay, so the first question that so many people are wondering about was me and Jack and how we met and our relationship. So yeah, me and Jack met in Bali, and we kind of like hit it off there. We didn't really hang out or anything, but we saw each other in the water, and after that we started messaging each other via Facebook, and kind of we ended up meeting again in Hawaii, and then after that we just kind of were kind of inseparable, and yeah, it totally worked. And we're both traveling surfers, so it kind of worked out where like I would come to Australia or he would come to Hawaii, or we'd go to contests together. So yeah, it's just kind of like how our relationship's been. I guess it's kind of like a long distance travel relationship. We would just make it work. Like if I was like, oh, I have a contest in Europe, and then so does he, we would stay together. Or if I had a contest close to Australia, I would just come to Australia after. Yeah, you just kind of make it work, and we did that for about 4 years, and then I fell pregnant. And then so that kind of changed things, I mean, just a little bit. But yeah, so I fell pregnant last year, and we found out here in Australia. It was like the craziest surprise ever, and the best. And yeah, that's kind of changed things for the better. Like me and Jack definitely make sure we're together more than ever, just because we want to spend as much time as a family together. So that's kind of where we are right now. we're in Australia right now, and we kind of go back and forth from Australia to Kauai. We still haven't made like a, like one place our final home. We kind of just work as we go, and yeah, we still travel a lot together, and we also travel to different places. I've only done one trip by myself with Banks so far, so but I know there'll be many to come. But yeah, hopefully that covered my relationship a little bit. It's a lot. We've been together for 5 years, so yeah, we've traveled together, we've lived in Australia and Hawaii together, and yeah, it's awesome. He's an amazing guy. He's the most, like, I don't know, genuine, beautiful guy I've ever met. He's very good looking too, so it's like the best thing ever. Okay, he's gonna hate me for that. Anyways, okay, next question. My pregnancy and birth stories. So my pregnancy was pretty mellow. I didn't have any complications. Everything was normal. I was vegan the entire time. I loved it. I loved having my belly out. I found out when I came home from Tahiti that I was pregnant, and yeah, me and Jack were just so happy. It was one of the most amazing moments of my life, finding out that I was pregnant. But yeah, it was a pretty mellow pregnancy. I just kind of cruised. I walked the beach a lot. I ate just whatever kind of vegan food I wanted. I mean, I still kept very healthy. I don't know, wasn't really craving anything like naughty or anything, so I still just ate a bunch of like veggies and fruit and stuff like that. The one thing with my pregnancy, I did go to 42 weeks, so that wasn't that fun. If you've ever gone to 42 weeks pregnant, it's just the worst. Pretty much every day after your due date, I just was like crying. I was a mess. I just wanted Banks out. But looking back on it, I wish I just relaxed and let the process be, because he was fine. Everything was fine, and I could have lasted. I was just being a baby, to be honest. And then the birth story. So I wanted a natural birth. I really wanted to have a home birth. So that was one thing that was really big for me, and we did get to have him at home. It was a very intense labor for sure, but looking back on it, I was just like, it's amazing what women can do. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, it was like 24 hours. I was vomiting a lot. I'm not really sure why, but I was vomiting a lot, so that sucked. Every time I had a contraction, or every time after I had a contraction, I'd pretty much vomit. And then yeah, I kind of went in and out of the birth tub. I was walking around, I was squatting, I was doing everything, and Jack was following me around with a water bottle the whole time, making sure I had water, so that was good. And then I was very tired, and then as soon as it came to the pushing stage, I got this like rush of energy, and I was just like, I can do this. And like I did it, and he came out, and it was the most incredible thing ever. I was like high off my own like hormones or whatever. It was insane. It was so cool. And a lot of people ask if it hurt. It's super weird. You can't like remember the pain, but like I just say, women, like, you can do it, and however you want your birth, like, that's how you should do it. Okay, next question. My postpartum. A lot of people wanted to know about my postpartum, body changes, and how I got back in shape. So postpartum for me was pretty good. I kind of just, I just wanted to be mellow. I didn't want to push anything, because before I was pregnant, I was very active. I was very like go, go, go. I wanted to work out all the time, and I just wanted to take this time after giving birth just to be mellow and have this special time with Banks and Jack. So I don't think I worked out for, I think 2 months. And I had a little bit of ab separation. I can never like pronounce this word, diastatic recti, I think it's called. I had a little bit of that, so I had to like, I did a lot of breathing techniques to help close that. So that was really, so that took a while, but it's pretty much all the way good now. Body changes, well, yeah, my body is so different from what it was before I was pregnant, but I kind of like it. I feel more womanly. I'm definitely bigger, and I have more jigglies everywhere, and you know, nothing's as tight as it was, but I don't know, I just really like it. I feel actually more confident than I ever have. I think just because I just know what a woman's body can do, and I'm like, we're so much more amazing than just our image. And I don't know, I still have those moments where I'm like, oh my god, I'm fat and this and that, but definitely not as much as like before. I'm so much more like in my body, and if I feel like working out, I will. If I feel tired, I'm gonna hang out, because I don't know, I just that's how I feel now. It's super weird. How I got back in shape, I don't know, I think I credit a lot to my eating. I eat a lot of fruit and veggies. Like, I just love fruit and veggies. It's really weird, or it's not weird, I don't know, but I eat a lot of salads and a lot of fruit, and I think diet is so much more, it's like 80% of like how you get in shape. Or yeah, 80% of how you would lose weight is from your diet. It's not working out. And then yeah, I would do long walks, and then kind of at that 2-month mark, I started doing little workouts, like 20 minutes here and there. I really like HIIT workouts where you do 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, or like you can do however many seconds on, and then you have a rest amount, and then you go as hard as you can for, you know, the time, you know, the 50 seconds on, and then you rest for 10 seconds. And you could do like a 10 to 20 minute workout, and you can get a really good workout doing that, because you're pushing yourself very hard, and you don't really need as much time. Like, you don't need hours in the gym, you just need 20 minutes and that's it. So that's what I kind of do, especially with Banks and his short naps. I kind of have to get it in while I can. So yeah, that's what I kind of did, is like I ate vegan, like a really clean vegan diet, and I just did my little HIIT workouts, and I went walking, and then I finally got to surf, which was awesome. I love surfing. It's one of my favorite ways to get in shape, because it's fun. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I would say I'm definitely not close to where I used to be, but I'm just kind of going with it, and I'm not going to stress out about it. I like how my body is. My hips are wider, my boobs are bigger. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. So I guess this question kind of goes in, so a lot of people are wondering what my workout routine is. So yeah, I always think in the day, like, I just want to make sure I do one activity just to make myself feel good. If that's walking, if that's a HIIT workout, surfing, running, if I just do one of those things, I know I'll feel really good. So I definitely love running up hills. That is one thing I love to do, or running upstairs. I'm not really like a long distance runner. I'd rather go as hard as I can and finish within like 30 to 45 minutes than do like a long hour to 2-hour workout. Yeah, when Banks takes a nap, I kind of like made little gyms where we live, and I just do little HIIT workouts there, and I kind of just make it up as I go. I love a lot of squats and a lot of booty stuff, and yeah, if I don't really get a chance to work out because Banks is, I don't know, needing me more or something, I'll take him for a walk. I don't know, go for a walk on the beach. I love walking on the beach. But I don't really have a routine. It's kind of like I just kind of go with what the day gives me, sort of speak, I guess. Why I became vegan and my diet now that I'm breastfeeding. Okay, so why I became vegan and my diet now that I'm breastfeeding. So I became vegan probably when I was 20. I'm 28 now. I did it because to be honest, I wanted to be skinny. So I did that. I got way too skinny. I got unhealthy, and I thought a vegan diet doesn't work because I was unhealthy. I think a lot of people do that. They don't eat enough on a vegan diet, and I was one of them. So I got told that I needed protein, and all this stuff was wrong with me, but really all I needed to do was eat more food. So yeah, and then so I went in and out of being vegan and not vegan. I really never liked meat or anything, but I got told that I should eat protein and all this stuff, but deep down I knew it was wrong. So then about, I would say 5 years ago, I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm going vegan, and I'm gonna eat like all this food because it's good for you and it has the most like vitamins and nutrients you could possibly get. So I went for it, and I ate enough to like feel good and make myself like actually have energy and stuff. I don't know, it's just I think the one thing when people try to go vegan like me, I didn't eat enough. So as soon as I just started filling my plate up with so many veggies and legumes and avocado and just fruits and everything, I just felt great, and I never looked back. I would never ever not be vegan. I just love it. And it's awesome for the environment, it's awesome for you, it's so good for the beautiful baby animals, not baby, but all the animals. And yeah, and if you want to lose weight, it's so good too, because you can eat so much food and you still can lose weight, because the amount of food you have, like the amount of, or veggies and even beans and all this stuff, they don't have as much calories as meat and all that like fat and stuff that you get with meat products. So yeah, I just love it. I'm a big activist of veganism, even though I should talk about it more. Okay, anyways, oh yeah, and with the breastfeeding, I just kept with the same diet, and I added a little bit more fat, like with like avocados and seeds and tahini and stuff like that. And I eat, you know, if I'm hungry, and I stop when I'm full, and yeah, I just make sure I just get all the good stuff, you know? What is my life like after having a baby, and what are your ups and downs? So my life is so different after having a baby. It's some, I never ever would have thought it would have been like this. I kind of just thought, I don't know actually what I thought, but it's definitely a lot different. I don't get to do as much, which is totally fine. I absolutely love being a mother. It's the most like selfless thing you could possibly do, and just, I don't know, it's amazing, but at the same time it's one of the hardest jobs ever too. Like it's constant, and you're yeah, you don't really get to do as much, especially for you know, I was a traveling professional surfer, so I used to travel and just surf like all day, and now I kind of like maybe get to surf once, and yeah, it's a little bit of a change, but I know it's just right now, and I just want to cherish this time with Banks, because he's only going to be a baby for, I don't know, 1 or 2 years, and then he's going to preschool and then school, and then I don't know, it's sad. But I would say the ups are just like being with Banks. It's the most amazing love you could ever have, and sharing it with Jack is just insane. And then the downs are, yeah, I get a little bit of anxiety not being able to surf and do the things I used to do, which is, you know, we're trying to find a balance right now, and I don't know if there is ever going to be a balance or how to find it, but we're definitely working on that. Okay, what else? How do I make time for surfing? So that is a question that I always ask myself. It's very hard. So I kind of try to time it when Banks goes down for his big nap, which is usually in the middle of the day, and I'll just have Jack watch him while he sleeps. And he finally took a bottle. If I pump milk and I have breast milk in a bottle, he'll finally take it with Jack, so that's really good. So that buys me a little bit more time. But yeah, it's really hard because Jack is also a professional surfer and he's trying to, you know, do all these surf contests and everything. So yeah, it's just kind of finding a balance with me and Jack and his life and my life and what we both want to do, really. But yeah, right now I'm happy to surf once a day, at least. And when I get to surf 2 times a day, it's like, woo. Okay. A lot of people want to know about Banks. So Banks is really good. He is going to be 5 months old on the 1st. And he's just amazing. He's a big boy. He's almost, I think he's 26 pounds now. And he's just so happy, and he doesn't even cry that much. It's really weird. I kind of trip out. But yeah, he just loves people. That's the one thing. It's very like, he doesn't want to be like playing on his like play set. He wants someone right here at all times. So that's the one thing. He's very I wouldn't say needy. I think all babies are needy, but he wants people. He wants to be held. He wants to be like with somebody at all times. What else about him? Oh, and he has 2 teeth now. He's really cute. And he bites me. But yeah, he's amazing. He's just the best thing that ever has happened to us. Okay, a lot of girls want to know how they could get into surfing. I would just say pick up a board and go do it. If you could get on a bigger board, if you're a beginner, I would say start on a bigger board that helps you to learn about the waves and learn how to paddle and just all that stuff. The smaller the board, the harder it is to balance and get into waves. So if you can start off even like on a big long board, which is like 9 feet tall, that is the best thing, I think. My career now after having a baby. So I'm 5 months postpartum, and I'm just gonna start getting back into things. I haven't done any photo shoots yet. I'm a little nervous on that. My body is a little different, but we'll see how I go. Okay, well, I hope that covers a few things that you guys wanted to know about me. Thank you so much for watching. I am trying really hard to get better at this YouTube stuff. It's so hard to even remember to pick up the camera for me, so I'm doing baby steps though. But yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you guys want to see more of these kind of videos, I would love to do them. So, thank you.